What is up, dudes? This is Cryptic here, and I'm bringing you guys a new gameplay on the map Rush. This is one of the new maps from the Vengeance DLC map pack. Now, I ended up going 70-2, and I had 6 captures and 10 defends. This is the Domination game mode. I personally like playing the Domination game mode for the new maps. I don't like TDM. There's kind of more or less too much camping in that. I'm not a camper at all, and I kind of get really mad when I get killed by a camper who's just sitting in a corner waiting. So with that being said, I like playing Domination. Allows me to move around the map more. Not as much camping. I can actually go on flags and get those. I don't play the Mosh Pit series, or at least for the new maps, because I don't like getting S&D. I love the hardpoint. I can play Demolition as well. And I love Domination, obviously. But when I get stuck with an S&D, I kind of get pretty angry because I hate playing S&D when it's not with my team. Well, actually, in all honesty, I don't really like playing S&D in general, but it is a competitive map or game type, so I do play that a lot with my team. I just don't like playing it in league play or pubs because S&D is a very team chemistry and team-oriented game type. If you're not playing with people that don't know how, or if you're playing with people that don't know how to play S&D, it's going to be a very difficult, very frustrating game type to play. And somehow, even in league play, I get stuck with people that are just, missing some thumbs or something. So playing S&D for me when I'm not with my team is just very, very frustrating. So I try to avoid that. Now, something real quick. I've been getting a lot of messages on Xbox Live about bringing you guys these new maps, more gameplay from these new maps. I love getting messages from my subscribers. However, in all honesty, it's a lot easier if you guys leave comments for me in or on my videos. Because I get a lot of messages on Xbox Live. I get a lot of friend requests. I get a lot of game invites. I'll hop on my Xbox after being off, while I was asleep, 8 hours or whatever. I'll hop on, when I wake up just to check it real quick, and I'll have like 50, 60 some messages. So I don't have the time to go through each and every one of those individually. So in the meantime, just leave comments for me on my videos, and I can always go through the comments, and it's just much easier that way for me. Other than that, though, I do take all my comments seriously. Anything that you guys have to say or want to see, make sure you leave it in the comments because I read them all the time. I hop on my YouTube channel probably about 2 to 3 times a day, each video as well, just to see if any new comments are on there. Because I want to produce content that you guys want to watch. Now I still want my content to be more competitive based. However, I know a lot of people do want to see some of these new maps. So I'm bringing you guys these new maps for a while. I want to try and do one gameplay from each map, maybe more. We'll see what I got going on. I am very busy with work, so I usually get about one video out every couple days. I want to bring you guys a new uplink video that I have. It's not my best gameplay, so I'm trying to get a better one before I do that. But probably in the next few days I'll upload uplink as well. And I'm debating about Detour. I'm not a big fan of Detour, as I said in my video about from Cove. But I might bring it in, I might not. I really don't know yet. If I can get a really good gameplay off of it, I will, obviously upload and do a commentary with that kind of gameplay. But it's really just dependent on how much time I want to put into getting a Detour gameplay. If you guys leave comments on this and say, yeah, we really want to see you do good in Detour, we want to see some action there, I'll be more than happy to play Detour a bunch and get you guys a really, really good gameplay. This isn't my best one from Rush, my best gameplay from Rush. I had a little bit better one. However, it was very, very boring because probably about mid of the second round, about their whole team backed out. There was like 2 guys left. So for about 3 or 4 minutes, I was running around doing nothing, getting like 1 or 2 kills here and there. I almost hit 100. If the people hadn't actually backed out, I probably would have hit 100. But it was just a kind of a boring gameplay for several minutes. So I didn't want to upload that. I thought it'd be too boring to watch, but this was a very good gameplay nonetheless. The thing I want to focus on today with you guys is about making these maps into the competitive playlists. If you guys follow Nadeshot or watch Nadeshot's stream or his YouTube videos, he's talked a lot about this, about how he's been checking up with MLG and Treyarch to see if they're willing to do it, but he wants to bring some of these new maps into the competitive scene. I would absolutely love to see that. I know some pros don't want it, some pros do. I wouldn't say it's 50-50. Based on what I've seen, I think a lot of pros would rather just stick with the old maps, not bring any DLC in. Me personally, I want to see DLC. I'm a competitive player, so a lot of people think, well, when you want some of the old maps, it's usually the pub players or the viewers that want to watch the new maps. However, even for us, when we are grinding and team scrimming on maps, getting ready for an event, the last thing I want to do is play the same map 150 million times. It's a lot of fun for me. I love winning. I love working on our strategies for some of these maps. However, after a while, it gets pretty boring. So bringing some of these new maps in and having to learn some of these strategies for these new maps would be absolutely fantastic. I think it'd be great for us because now we got to work on some of our skills and work on our strategies for these new maps, come up with them. But the other thing is that viewers are more entertained. A lot of you guys are seeing the same maps, so now you want to see some new maps. Well, we got these new DLC maps, and a lot of them are pretty good, so we might be able to try and slip some of these into the playlist, and it'll be more entertaining for you guys as well. Other than that, definitely I think I can see Rush going into the competitive playlist. Possibly Studio and Uplink, because those were both Black Ops 2 original maps that were very good competitive maps. So hopefully we can see both of those as well. I'm hoping Hydra. Hydra I think could be a really good CTF map, maybe even a good S&D map. I don't think Hardpoint is very good on that map, but I haven't played Hydra in a while, so I could be completely wrong. I'm trying to think of what's another good map. Cove, unfortunately, other than maybe CTF, I don't think Cove is going to be that good. The few times I've played Hardpoint on it, the spawns are very messed up. You'll have control of the Hardpoint, and the enemy will literally spawn right next to you. So that's not always the best thing to happen. Other than that, I don't think Detour can make it into the competitive setting. Possibly CTF or S&D, but I think it's more of just a pub map. So something like I'd say Overflow or Turbine, which are both pub maps, but they're not in the competitive scene. So I think Detour would be more like one of those maps, more of just a pub map. And that's a big thing too. For us, determining what maps are good for competitive, it's a lot more than just how the map looks or how it kind of feels. It's also the spawns. The spawns is probably the biggest thing that determines whether or not we make a map into the make a map competitive. It's really just based on those spawns. So like Plaza, for example. Plaza used to have all three game modes on it for competitive. It used to have Hardpoint, CTF, and S&D. The last one that got taken off was S&D, but it did have, you had the Plaza Hardpoint, the Plaza CTF, and Plaza S&D, and really, unfortunately, because of Plaza and how the spawns were, that's why it got taken off. S&D, the only way you could win is whoever got lucky and got the closest spawn to Dubstep. Whoever got into Dubstep first won the game. The same thing happened with Hardpoint. Whoever has control of Dubstep wins the game. And with Hardpoint CTF, the spawns are a little messed up. Definitely with CTF, the spawns are really messed up on. You could pull the flag and have one person pulling the flag, your whole team back defending the flag. The enemy team will spawn mid-map. So they won't spawn where the flag is, they spawn mid-map. So it's very, very difficult or next to impossible to get the flag out of there when the whole enemy team is going to be spawning mid-map. So that's one reason why CTF got taken off from Plaza. So keep in mind there's a lot for people to determine what makes this a competitive map. Hopefully the pros can really do a good job and see if any of these maps are viable. But hey guys, if you all liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe as well, because I'm going to keep bringing you guys some new content, hopefully with Uplink coming up here in a couple days. But also have a description with my Twitter and Twitch, so follow me on there as well, guys.